Hello there guys, and welcome back to another Forza Horizon 4 video. So today we're in the last week of the Series 27 update, which is spring. We have 2 new cars this week and I'll be going through all the challenges and stuff like that and telling you what's going on. So, firstly, update 28 is obviously next week. We've already had the clues and the Forza live stream from the actual Forza 1 week early, so we should have got the clues. We should have got the clues 2 days ago, Tuesday, and then got the live stream the following Monday, which would be next Monday. But for some reason, we got the clues on the Friday of last week and the live stream this Monday. God knows why. Maybe there's something big coming. But there's 3 new cars and a new feature, which you'll probably be able to notice from the screen at the moment. That big purple H on the map. It's called Horizon Backstage. I won't go into too much detail now. But you'll get to know about that when I do my update 28 video, if I get round to one, or in the next video when it is actually update 28, and I'll tell you all about that. But yeah, there is a new feature and there may be more to come. If there isn't anything more to come before the next season, I'll let you know in either if I do another video over the weekend, or I'll let you know somehow by simply making a video. I can't do community posts yet, but I'll find a way of telling you. This week, let's just have a quick look at the festival playlist. I'm going to try and keep it short again. I'm going for a smaller amount of time again. So for 50% you can get the Lexus ISF, which is the 3rd new car of this month, the other Lexus, and 80% the Maserati 8CTF. And then you've got the photo challenge, the Forzathon, the trial, no showcase remix this week, and then you've got all the usual. But for this championship here, you can, the sports stage championship, you can win the Toyota GT86, which is the final car of this month, the new car. So you'll be able to get your hands on that as well. So we'll start with the photo challenge. So we need to take a photo of it. No, actually, we'll start with the Forzathon because I'm in the Forzathon car. So the Forzathon, in the shop, we have the 1988 Mitsubishi Starion ESI-R. We have the Ken Block outfit thing and the hat, which I bought. And the 1980 Renault 5 Turbo Forza Edition. That is quite a good car, actually. I quite like it. And the Starion, never really driven it. It was new in update 23 or 4 or something like that. So a few months ago now, near the start of lockdown. That's 600 Forzathon points. I've never actually driven it, but I think it's quite a good car if you're into kind of retro, weird shit cars. Anyway, so for the weekly challenge, you need to drive any retro saloon. So there's quite a few of them. If I just go in to here, there are a few of them. So you've got a couple of Audis, the Bentley that we got last update, BMWs, Fords, Mercedes, Rover, Vauxhall, Volvo. So I think the last time we had a Forzathon with this type of car, I took the Mercedes-Benz 190E that I'm on here, the taxi car thing. That's really fast and it's quite a good car. But if you want something different, then you can take this BMW M3 from 1997, which is the car I'm in now. I've got 3 tunes for it. All of them are top of S1. The only difference is the engine. So the one I'm in now has got the stock engine, which sounds the most realistic, even though it's not that great, it sounds the most realistic. Then you've got the inline 6 is one of the other ones. I think that's the one that's got the most power. The most torque, sorry. And then you have the one with the V8 in it. Which sounds pretty ridiculous, to be honest. Doesn't sound anything like a BMW, if you ask me. But yeah, you've got that, and I think that's the quickest and it's got the most horsepower, but I prefer this one because it sounds better and it handles better. But if you're going to take, for instance, any of these Audis, you've got that one. I tuned that randomly. You could take this one. I quite like the design on that. the Mercedes, the Rover, the Volvo, completely up to you, but I'd probably recommend the M3 for that. And what you have to do is, for the challenge 2, you've got to drive for 20 miles, so that's quite a long actually. I think, what's that, 30 odd kilometres, maybe 32 kilometres, as a guess, something like that. So I'd say just go up and down the motorway. You probably need 4 or 5 times the least, maybe even more, I don't know. I think the motorway's about, is it like 10 kilometres? Maybe 8? So I think, yeah, maybe 4 or 5 trips of the motorway, and you should have that. And then you got 3 stars at Broadway Windmill, and win a street scene event at Edinburgh Newtown. So the windmill danger sign is actually here. Let me not that filter. Let me put my danger signs on. It's here. You have to get 365.8 for the 3 stars. Just go somewhere down here and go all the way up to here. Then you come off road towards it and yeet all the way probably down to about here. So that should be fairly easy for you there. And then the Edinburgh Newtown street scene is obviously in Edinburgh, the name, but it is that one there. So it starts in that speed zone and it goes up around Edinburgh, bit of a windy course, sort of up around through here and down here somewhere, I think. It finishes there, so it's a bit of a windy one, but that's that. So let me just take street scene off the map. Right, now we shall do the photo challenge. So it was take a picture of a Ford. Was it the Derwent Reservoir? I think it was. Derwent Water, sorry, not Derwent Reservoir, which is there, it's Derwent Water. So let's just kind of go here. Obviously the BMW isn't a Ford, so we're going to have to change car. But we'll do that when we spawn. Right. I have been selling these cars on the auction house as well. You'll notice, if I just quickly go into my message centre and go across the year, it says them 2 didn't sell, but I think 3 or 4 of them did sell. I only put them on for an hour, but I think if I'd have put them on for longer, they would have sold. I only did 5 for in case none of them sold. I wasn't too much down in profit, but I've got myself some money. If you do want one of these, so you don't have to go in and buy your own camera or whatever and put your tune on. They've got my design on and my tune all there ready for you. I tend on most of them to put the buyout, the minimum bid at like £5,000, which is like the lowest, and then the buyout price is max. So if you want one for cheap, then bid on it. But I would suggest just buying it out, really, because people will just outbid you like they always do auction sniping. But if you do want one, I'll put some more on later, seeing as though most of them have sold. Right, let's just get in a Ford then. Where we are here? Ford. Which is a nice Ford. I haven't driven this one before. I only got it in my wheel spin video, so I'll take this. It's quite a nice car. Oh, and by the way, thank you to all the people that got downloading my tunes from last week. I'll show you in a second my message centre again. And you'll see that I've had quite a lot of damn downloads. There you go. That's the thingy. So we get a super wheel spin and 1000 influence. I quite like that actually. I'm just going to quickly get a screenshot. Yep, thank you. Right, I quite like that actually. That could be used as a nice photo. I do like that. Right, so let's just have a look at my message centre a second, because you'll probably be a bit baffled. Right, so if I go to here, so this is from the last 24 hours, the previous 24 hours, previous 24 hours, that's design, previous 24 hours, I think that's Sunday. That's Saturday. So that would have been the most that I'd ever had in like 24 hours. It's quite insane. But then on Friday, so between Thursday and Friday, we have this. Now that earned me almost more money than one of my friends has on Forza, who's not on a very high level. He has like 480 grand. I nearly got more than that just from 24 hours of downloads. So thank you to all the people that did that. I'm hoping for more. Right, so now we'll go to the stunts. So for some reason this week we have a drift zone. God knows why. It's in Ambleside and you need 46,000 points. So actually don't ask me why they've done that. Because I wouldn't be able to answer that. But you just got to drift. Now, if you're thinking, well, what car's a good drift car for drifting around tight corners? This Fiesta might be alright, actually. No. It's a bit too grippy. I'll just go back down here a second. There's quite a few cars that are quite good, actually. That I use for drift zones and drift adventures whenever I do them. So, if we just have a look... one of them is, well actually, the 2014 Golf with that tune on it's not bad, but there are better ones, which include the Subaru BRZ. That's quite a good car actually. You're probably thinking, a Subaru, he's good at drifting. Well yeah, actually it's not bad. And what else? The Moser's okay, but it can be a bit difficult. What was the other car I was thinking of? Oh yeah, the Formula Drift Nissan that we got. It's not bad. I am going to get in the Mosler in a second, because that's for the other few stunts. And just try to have a look. Oh yeah, I would suggest probably the Subaru, the Formula Drift 370Z that we got in the first week of this month. This month's update. Oh yes, that's the one. HSV GTSR from 1996 that we got last update. No, the update before in the Australian update. That's a really good car at drifting. Incredibly good. Oh, the HSV GTS is not actually that too bad, but I prefer the GTSR. Or even like the Gymkhana 10 Unicorn thingamajig is not bad. There we go, the Formula Drift 370Z is actually amazing. No wonder it's a Formula Drift car. Right, just let me get in the Mosler a second. For some reason I backed out then, I have absolutely no idea why. Right, where's my good old Mosler? Where is it? I'm sorry I'm taking up some of your time here. I'm being a bit faffy, aren't I? Right, so I'm going to try and do it in the Mosler a second, because it is pretty good. If I don't do it first time, then sod it. But I'm just going to get in this car, because we need it for the other two stunts, I think. So it'll be easier. But obviously if you want an easy task, get in like the Subaru, like I suggested, the Formula Drift car, or the HSVs, the thingies. Because this one is a bit mad, as it has too much power. Yeah, so I didn't do it there. I didn't even get 3 stars, I don't think. Basically, don't do what I did and get in a proper drift car, like the ones I've named. Right, the speed trap is here. You need 200 mile an hour, so simply just go from here. Probably, I'm hoping. He's hoping. This is what I hope for. Do-do-do-do-do. Right, so then you can just set off from down here somewhere. Be careful of the AI, because they're very annoying when you're going around corners like these. And then you can just, oops, do this. So I actually got 239 there, which is way too much. So you clearly don't need to go that far back, as you have seen. Then the danger sign is over here, We need 137 meters. This is like the easiest danger sign in the world to ever exist on all the Forza games, probably. When I haven't played 1 and 2, but it's insanely easy. And even when you add like 15 more meters on it for a seasonal objective, it's still way too easy. So then you can just... Probably gonna fail. Yeah, and I did. But as you can see, I got 180 there. So I was clearly going to do it if I didn't, for some reason, hit a building. That's the only thing about this danger sign. You can always land on buildings. Occasionally you get the glitch where it lets you do it. The other day I was doing a danger sign with one of my friends. And I rolled over and I still got my... Oh no, I think it was my friend actually that rolled over and it still kept his... score, like might even when he was doing the skill chain. It was just weird. Right, this is getting a bit annoying now. Oh, I've kind of glitched in there. Right, this is getting slightly annoying now, by the way, Forza. Can I just please... Oh no, that's gonna fail again. Hopefully it won't. Ah, there we go. Right, 186, finally. There we go. Right, going quickly over the championships now. So, for this one right here, Sports Day, which is where you get the new Toyota GT86, you need an A-Class modern sport car. So, we'll just quickly do this. So, you can use the Lotus XZ if you want to. That's a really old tune of mine. But if you want to use that, then you can. I actually did the Mazda MX-5 from 2016 because it handles quite well. It's really nippy, really, really light. I think it's going to be quite a fun car to use for that. But any others, just really what you like. Next one, Flying 50s. Street Scene, C600, decade 1950s. Or just C-Class if you want. And then not country, then not value, then year. And then we'll just go to the 1950s. Right. So I actually did the Chevrolet 150 utility sedan because it's incredibly fast, doesn't turn too well, but no 1950s cars do, I don't think. But a really good acceleration, got way too much power and torque for C-Class. And it's incredibly cheap as well, so do take that if you want to. That's actually the only car I've got tuned. I thought I'd done that one, but that's in the 1940s, so just take that. I haven't done designs on it yet because I was trying to get through it, and then I had a problem with recording. My laptop's updating, and everything that could possibly go wrong went wrong, but now I'm finally recording about half an hour late. And that's not really good, because it means the video won't be uploaded to, like, basically tomorrow, or well, very late at night anyway. Right, finally, the last solo championship is Street Scene, and again, it's called Alfa Romeo and Juliet, and you need an A-Class Alfa Romeo. Pretty simple. So, you can either take the rear-wheel drive Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio. That's rear-wheel drive, obviously, so it does do a bit of wheel spin, but it's copeable. But if you prefer a bit of an easy job, then take the Alfa Romeo Giulia Sprint GTA Stradale from 1965. That's actually faster, is it? Yeah, it's faster. It doesn't handle as well. Better acceleration, it's all-wheel drive. It's actually got more power and torque, and it weighs absolutely nothing. So I would suggest taking that. The trial is down here, and it's called Vamos a la Playa. But I don't know what language that is. It looks like Portuguese or something. It's road, and you need an A-Class GT car. If we can just go into change car. Right, A-Class GT cars. There. Right, so you could actually take the Bentley Continental. That's basically top of A-Class anyway, stock. And it's quite fast, good acceleration, way too much torque actually. I didn't realise it had that much torque. But I did the BMW M6 Coupe, I made it slower by putting wings and that on it, but it means it handles better and it's got quite a lot of torque and it weighs absolutely tons. Or you could take like a quartz regalia or something, but it's really, really slow and it's shockingly bad. So I wouldn't suggest taking that. I'd suggest taking the M6 or the Bentley. Now, the playground games, the final thing today is obviously spring games. It's the rail yard, and you need a B class from United Kingdom. Yay! It's the UK. What we're doing? Country. Then we go to the United Kingdom. Right, so what did I do then? Well, I actually did the Lotus Elan Sprint, purely because it's really small, and there is like a little glitch, well not glitch, but sort of tactic when you're in the rail yard. If you have like a small enough car, you can get in between some of the trains and hide there and then nobody else can get you. I can't remember what side of the building it's on, but you should be able to find that. You can just sort of squeeze in between trains, and that's pretty cool. So I thought maybe that car's small enough to get in there. It's absolutely way too light. It's like 0.6 of a ton, and it's quite fast, quite nippy. But what I was actually trying to do, I was meant to do if I can find it quickly. I intended on doing, I think I need to put A class on. I'll just go to United Kingdom a second. That one. So that definitely can get in that gap thing. I meant to do a B class tune for it, but I forgot, so I'll do that as soon as I've done the video if I remember. So that's actually, you're more likely to get in without having to worry that if your car's not going to fit in, sort of thing. So you can take that if you want to, because that's quite a cool car as well. But if you don't have it, because it's not available at the auto show, then just take the Lotus, because that's a pretty good car. Right, I think we shall have to finish there, guys, because we're getting on a bit now. So I shall see you in the next video. Don't forget to... I'm going to try and do a video on the two new cars because I haven't got any of them yet, and obviously I haven't showed you them in the video, so I'm going to try and do a video with both of them once I'm happy with the tunes and done a design and that on them, and then hopefully that will be uploaded tomorrow or Saturday or sometime over the weekend anyway. So I hope to see you in that one. Obviously feel free to use the comment section below, subscribe if you haven't already. We're at 17 or 18 subscribers now, so thank you guys for subscribing. I've had loads of views, but if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. That really helps out. And like the video and all of that jazz, and make sure your notifications are turned on so you don't miss the weekend's video about the new cars. And I'll probably do a video on update 28 as well. Right, that's it guys. I'll see you in the next one. So for now, goodbye.